Welcome back again. So let us go through our second part of Sir C.V. Raman, the life history of the greatest scientist of science. So those are watching the video for the first time, please like, share, subscribe and follow. And please watch the previous video to get the knowledge. So part 2 of our Sir C.V. Raman, the Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, Ashutosh Mukherjee observed the interest of Raman and wrote a letter to the British government to use him for full-time research work, but they did not agree. Immediately, Raman resigned the job and began his research work. He joined as a professor of physics in Calcutta University. Raman's mother was a great musician. She could play veena well. That was why Raman's first research was on stringed instruments. So this is the interest of C.V. Raman. Next, on the researches done by him on stringed instruments, he made a speech on the secret of mind in the Royal Society, London in 1921. Next, his interest increased more while he was traveling in the ship. He saw that the sky was blue and also the water in the ocean. He thought about it deeply. It was thought up to that time that the water was blue on the account of the reflection of the blue sky. But Raman said it was due to the refraction of light rays while passing through water. Next, to prove this, he took the help of young scientists K.R. Ramanathan and K.S. Krishnan. One day in December 1927, K.S. Krishnan came running to Raman and told him joyfully that Compton received Nobel Prize in Physics. Next, Raman thought that when the research of Compton on X-rays proved true, his researches on light also would become successful. He continued his research. It was proved. It was called Raman effect. So this is the history behind of Raman effect. Please follow. That means when light passes through transparent solids, liquids, or gases, it changes its nature. He proved it in the conference. The British felicitated him with a knighthood. Next, the value of the Raman effect was recognized and Nobel Prize was awarded to Raman in 1930. The Indian government presented him Bharat Ratna in 1954. So, as you know very well, Bharat Ratna is a prestigious award given in India for the legends of various fields. Next, when light falls on a liquid, the light refracts. It means that photons fall on the atoms of the liquid and refract. Most of the photons are scattered in the frequency with which they fall, and a few photons refract with less frequency. This is Raman effect. Raman effect is used in examining the structures of atoms and molecules in the chemical substances, artificial chemical compounds in factories, the colors of our dresses, and in analyzing the medicines in the field of medicine. Next, Raman was got Nobel Prize in Physics, used a very low cost instruments for his researches. Next, researches. The cost of those instruments was only 300 rupees. To prove Raman effect, Sir C.V. Raman used only a signal light, a pump, and a wind. So these are the instruments he used. Next, Raman had done research along with his discipline, Nagendranathan, sound movements, light movements. The results of these experiments is called Ramannath effect. By these switches, the laser system came into vogue. Next, Raman became a professor due to the Devendra Mohan Bose in 1932. In 1933, he joined as the first Indian director of ISCS in Bangalore. Raman had done other research also. Next, Raman took charge of the Indian Institute of Science as director in 1933. He established Raman Research Institute in 1943 in Bangalore. That was his own institute. Next, when Raman went to England, he met Erwin and Max Born and others who got Nobel Prize in Physics. While he was talking to them, he said, "Knowledge should teach humbleness." So these are quotation given. Next, he dedicated himself completely as the director of Raman Research Institute in 1948. He was conducting experiments and researches in Bangalore. At that time, on 21st November 1970, he breathed his last due to heart attack. Even though he got a heart attack, he told his co-scientists researches should be done individually, putting utmost effort, but should not depend on the instruments. So those were his last words. So these are the emotional words given by Raman. Next, he coined the terms like relative humidity, etc. He had some doubts during his observations. So let us go through this. He used to say, "Why should there be air in the cycle tire? Why don't we know when the air leaks out? If wet cloths are dried, why should there be dampness in the surroundings?" So these are the three various questions coined by him. Next, let us go through the discovery of the Raman effect. Raman had performed researches both in mass and on sound waves. He had done research on as it is only water that flows or light or the energy or both. We are able to understand Raman effect in all physics easily and apply it. As Raman discovered the Raman effect on 28th February 1928, the day we celebrate as National Science Day throughout India. Next, very very important things to be followed. Please continue the video. Okay. Next, the Indian government released a postal stamp in the honor of Sir C.V. Raman for his achievements. Next, Sir C.V. Raman's Panchati House. So let us go through the Panchvati house of Sir C.V. Raman. Today, it is a wonderful museum, a research center, and a temple to sharpen the brains of the students. There is a jackfruit tree beside. Even during his last years, he ate these fruits. He bought this house in 1942. Next, let us go through what are the various titles Raman was awarded after his death. The search engine Google celebrated Raman's 125th birthday on 27th November 2013 in its doodle. A street in New Delhi is named as Sir C.V. Raman's Mark. An area in eastern Bangalore is called C.V. Raman Nagar. Indian Institute of Science called as building in Bangalore was Raman Building. A hospital in eastern Bangalore named as Sir C.V. Raman Hospital. Last but not the least, the ships Star Trek and Starfleet prepared by United Federation of Planets are named as Raman. So these are various observations and titles and various research work were explained in the second video or second part of our C.V. Raman, the great scientist of all over the world. So we are very proud to be as Indians. This is a remarkable discoveries research done by Sir C.V. Raman Chandrasekhara Venkataraman. Okay. So this is a life history of Sir C.V. Raman, eminent scientist of all the times and pride movement of India. So part 1 and part 2 are the life history of Sir C.V. Raman. So I think so you felt good, and please watch complete videos till to the end. There are some images and the points which are connected to our Sir C.V. Raman. So this gives the inspiration to all the mathematics and science teachers and students, etc. Okay. So Raman discovered the Raman effect on 20th February 1928. The day is celebrated as National Science Day. So this is a complete history of Sir C.V. Raman. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.